it started. Okay, so there's been a lot of stuff going on in my life that I feel like I should just put out there, just to give you like an update. So first, let's talk about my training. 2 weeks ago I made a video called week 1 of training, for running. And in the video, I said I was going to use these New Balance Vibrams for a little bit. And then I did use that for the first week. The first week was just going around the block. And then, I'm not sure if I did this the first week, but after I run, I walk around the block once. I might have been doing that. Week 2, last week, I didn't get to run as much. So I just kept with the same kind of shoes. And then kind of transitioned this week and the end of last week into these shoes. These are the Ultras Touring. They have a toe box. They're really comfortable. They're really good. I use these for every day, but now I'm switching over to using them for running. And I've been doing 2 loops around the block, then walking a block. And I'm going to add more distance when I'm for sure that my leg is healed. So I set up an appointment for my family doctor so they could schedule an MRI so I can get it checked out again. And then after that, I'm going to raise it up. That's the reason why I'm going so low right now, just because if there is something wrong still, I don't want to make it worse or something along those lines. So that's training for running, but I also train a little bit on the bike. You can see the front of it right there. It's set up in my room, and I just do an hour a day of biking. And I just look at the time. An hour from now, I say that I will stop, and during I listen to music or videos, audiobooks. I listen to one audiobook called How to Gain Friends, Influence People. So just really interesting videos, have a lot of great knowledge that I want to learn. So yeah, that's pretty much all the exercise I do. Walk, run, bike. Sometimes I do yoga just to kind of open up. Not really for exercise, but just to stretch, and it feels really good. Now let's move on to school. There's just not that much going on in school, but there is at the same time just stuff that I feel like I'm getting behind on. For art, we're supposed to pick a concentration. And the thing about art to me is that if there's no message or purpose behind that art, it's not trying to convey something to the person looking at it, there's no real meaning, then I feel like there's no reason to make it. So that's why I struggle to figure out a concentration when I should concentrate my pieces on. And I feel like I gotta figure it out. Once I start on it, I want to share that with you, whether that's on Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you could probably check it out there, or just on the channel. I might make a video on every piece. I'm not sure how it's gonna go from now on, but I have an interesting concept I want to use. I know I want to make it about veganism, but I don't want to just make it so obvious, and I want to do it in a way that isn't so. I want to do it in a more subtle way, That way, it's not just pictures of bloody animals, meat is murder, you know what I mean? I want people to think about it and have them see it in a new way so they can understand, not what's already out there. It's the holiday season. My family celebrates Christmas just because it's tradition. That's what we're used to. And it's not like all of us are into, per se, the religious part of Christmas. But we do the basic kind of celebration that happens on Christmas, tree, presents. And I've been wanting to figure out really meaningful presents for people that can actually find use in what I get them and really enjoy it. So that's been going on in my head, and just making sure I order presents in time because they can take a couple weeks to come in. And I've been watching a new YouTuber. I mentioned in yesterday's video. His name is Fresco, and his videos have been really cool. Just watched like a whole bunch yesterday. You know, like when you binge on YouTube channels, like people on YouTube, you watch like a ton of their videos and you find them, or well, I didn't find them. Someone told me about them, and this crazy thing happened in a way where like he mentioned in one of his videos that he read the Tao of Pooh in jail, and that kind of like really changed things up for him. And the funny thing is my friend lent me that book before, so now I'm thinking I want to start reading into that. If you guys checked out that book and have anything to say about it, leave in the comments if you want. But other than that, I mean, there's a lot going on as well. Like in art class, we're doing this movement, and I think I'm gonna just do a video on it. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about this life update, I know it's kind of like all over the place, but so many things I wanted to address, and you know, things I've talked about before that I just want to bring up. So that's training, that's some of my school, that's Christmas. Sorry, something just like spit out of my mouth. I don't know if you saw that, but I saw it. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to eat enough and eat the right stuff.